Welcome to another episode of Smart Tips. I'm Jeff Gonzalez, and today I'm going to walk us through how we can actually eliminate duplicative data sets by leveraging a lookup field and by thinking intently during the development process about where a specific data point should live. What exactly do I mean by that? Let's jump in and see. This is a really simple concept that I'm going to explain here, but the first and most important part is during the planning process, when we're developing our solution, we want to think about which data points should live within which tables. I've found that our whiteboard feature that lives within our Smart Docs allows us to plan really well for this. So, what I have here are a few tables represented by blocks, and in these blocks, I'm showing a list of the different fields that I want to really live within these tables. So, I have a table of accounts, table of contracts, table of projects. These arrows show the linked relationships between these different tables, where when I have a project open, I want to be able to point to the account that it's related to. And then I also want to be able to point to the contract that it's related to. Specifically, the fields that I want to live in here for a contract, I want to be able to determine what are the dates in which that contract is active and what is the amount involved within that contract. Now I can look that information up and do a project, which I'll show you here in a moment. But for a project, I want to be able to show what's the status and what's the budget for that project. I likely want to actually look up the contract dates because that contract outlines exactly what we're going to be doing for this project, and the contract dates will represent the lifespan of our project. Let's just go ahead and jump in. I'll open up first a project record, and as you can see, shown by these symbols here on the field titles, some of these are lookups and some of these actually live here within the project record. For example, project status. This isn't being looked up. This is native to our projects table. Same with budget. This is our product budget. This is a currency field in which we've said this is how much we are planning on spending on this project. However, this contract amount is a lookup field. And what this is looking up is looking at the linked relationship between this project and contracts, titled Link to Contracts, that you can see here at the bottom. And it's saying, I want you to pull a field of information over from that contracts table. Specifically, in this case, we're choosing the contract amount. So that way, immediately we can see that information about the contract without having to write $50,000 over here in the projects table. Reason why that's so important is, let's say the $50,000 amount lives at the contract level and some sort of change happens along the way throughout the course of the contract. Maybe we come here to our project record and say the contract amount is now $60,000. But when we go over to the contracts table and look at that contract, it's not going to reflect that change because that change was made at the project level, not at the contract level. So really simple to be able to actually go to that entire contract record if we want more information about it, because we could just click on a lookup field value and it'll automatically pull up that record in which that value belongs. I hope that's helpful, and I hope it makes sense as to why this is so important. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. As always, thanks for watching.